SABC News channel. Speak to us. These news must have, well, I mean, must be exciting news as far as South African football is concerned. We knew it was going to happen, but we were not sure.
Yes, good evening, Jobe. Well, it's something that we've been expecting 2 weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I spoke to the SAFA president, Dennis Jordan, about this, that at that time, Mr. Sexwale had been endorsed by Franz Beckenbauer, one of the respected football leaders in the world of football. So I asked, what does this mean for South Africa? What's going to happen? And they were saying, they are waiting for Tokyo to come to them, and they will discuss this. And that day came today. They discussed the full SAFA National Executive Committee. Maybe I shouldn't say the full, because there were some couple of other guys who were not here, but many of them, the NSC members, were here, and they endorsed him unanimously, saying that they believe that the time has come for Africa to have its own candidate. After supporting a number of people previously to this kind of position, the time has come for Africa to push forward its own candidate. And now what's going to happen is that Mr. Sexwale was extremely happy with the decision of the SAFA NEC today, because he also got an opportunity to address the SAFA NEC meeting on his plans going forward as a FIFA president, should he be announced, in fact, elected on the 26th of February next year. So he's extremely happy, and now he says he feels that he's got the license to go and register his candidacy before the deadline, which will be on Monday, the 26th of October. That will be in 2 days' time. And you'll recall that there's a lot. Let me go back to you.
Yeah. Veli, what I'm going to let me ask you this, Veli. Obviously, now the question is, who is he up against? Is there anyone from Europe? You all know what the situation is there. They've got a president who's been suspended as far as UEFA is concerned. Who would be his major challenger in as far as this? Because I'm sure it's only going to be either Asia and Africa, because the world body, world soccer is against anything European right now, especially the Sepp Blatter incident.
I think so far, no one can say who is the front runner, because the front runner that was seen back then was Michel Platini. But with the whole corruption scandal that is engulfing him at the moment, together with the incumbent, in fact, the man who's held this post for the past 17 years, Sepp Blatter, it means that if he's still suspended on that 90-day period, on Monday, his candidacy will be null and void, so he will be out. So that leaves Jerome Champagne, who we know he's a former advisor to Blatter. Jerome Champagne, he also came forward yesterday with his candidacy. Also, there's Albin Hussein. You know, he's still against Sepp Blatter. He made this year and also lost. So it's a bit dicey at the moment. And also, there's another candidate who comes from Bahrain, but also there are concerns there, more especially with human rights issues that have come up. He was seen as the front runner also, maybe if somebody like Michel Platini won't be standing. But what I think is going to be a big boost, a major boost for Sexwale after today, what SAFA did, I understand that he just came back. He was also in Asia midweek, addressing some countries there. He was invited by some countries there. But most importantly, he seems to have some good hopes from UEFA as well, because there are some big football nations in UEFA that have been checking about him, what is the latest with him. So I think today he got his ticket, and he'll be going back to those people. Yeah,
Veli Mbuli speaking to us via the telephone. Unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to leave it. Thank you very much for joining us, and do stay tuned right on SABC News channel. We'll bring you the story as it comes in. We're going to take a quick weather. Stay with us.